Hi, welcome to One Word Today. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue on our journey of venturing into the universe of Chinese language, and by just focusing on one set expression. These are time-honored expressions, normally 4 characters together. So yesterday we talked about 笑口常开. I encourage people to laugh often. 笑口, laughing mouth. That's the behavior, right? The laugh is the action. 口 is the organ who does the action. 常开 is frequency, often open. So by just depicting the mouth, making the laughing, laughing smile, angle, that encourage people to laugh more. Okay, 人生无常 is today's expression. We continue with the same 常, which is the ancient flag making dimensional standard, about 16 feet, translating into today's length. So that becomes the norm for the standard for the lens, and eventually this character is used for the standard of anything. 人生无常 is a big concept. I'll try to explain as good as I can. 人 is human, stick figure. We saw that a lot of times, and that's like the base of the Chinese language. Very simple, but used in a lot of situations, and this character itself can be used to make other Chinese characters. So this is human, 生, ancient form written like this. It means something growing from the ground. And this bottom portion, the horizontal line with a vertical line, that structure means soil. And the top portion, this almost looks like a trident. It's called a trident, the weapon that Poseidon used. But okay, so this character itself means grass or plant, so anything that's plant-based, basically. So means something, some life form, some living thing is growing from the soil. So that's the origin, because Chinese is an agriculture-based culture, and a lot of characters are created by the observations from life, from the daily operations. And what they see most often is the plants growing. Most likely, these are crops growing that can bring benefits to human life. So it extended the meaning, not just plant-based. It's any type of living things. That's 生. We pair it with the other characters to make it specific. So in this example, 人生, human life. Simply in English, it means life itself, because when we talk about the life, mostly it's like from the human perspective, it's human life. We in English didn't have to say human there, but in Chinese, we make it very specific. So this is about the lifespan, like what happened, the stories happened to this one person. Okay, 无常, wu is a negation, and we have many negation words in Chinese, and this particular wu concept is carried a lot of religious meaning to it, and it often negates in front of a noun. So 常, the standard, the norm, this concept pretty abstract, but it means just 1 yardstick. This is the correct length. So 无常 is meaning that specific length, right? So it's negating a noun, a concept behind it. And we have other types. We probably will do a negation episode one day. But okay, no norm. Just from the combination of Chinese characters, human life, no norm. What do you see? What do you think this will be? So I find the English concept vicissitude is probably the closest. because even if 人生无常 could carry some religious meaning, 无常, especially these two characters. In Buddhism, 无常, 无常 actually is, it means things are going downhill. Like you were born into the perfect form, and maybe like when you grow into your adulthood, that's like you're in the perfect form. Life is good. Your families, friends are still around. Like that's the best stage. And then Buddhism, which capture the main human experience through life, which is suffering, right? That's how they relate to average people or people who are curious about this religion, is this concept of suffering. And the Wu Chang tied to that concept as like they're from that best form of life, where you really worry-free, enjoy everything, and then things are going to go downhill, are going bad. So Wu Chang, even if like no norm, it could go up and down if we visual it in that way. But we see the sine wave, right? As human life, you can have a good time, bad time, like that. But in Buddhism, it specifically means you peaked out at a certain maybe young adult life, and then give you a warning, like warns you ahead of you that it's only going downhill. That's the Wu Chang. And in Islam, this phrase Wu Chang is translated specifically to mean death. So that's the very end. Like there's nothing worse going to happen than, okay, game is over. And in Taoism, which is the local Chinese born or Chinese based religion, Taoism, use Wu Chang paired with the character ghost. It means a specific type of ghost, which is death, the ghost in charge of death. So basically Chinese also got this Wu Chang. If they this ghost show up at your door, that means it's time for you to go. So similar to the concept of the death figure, imagine the death figure in a Western concept. So 人生无常, I pair this with the image to show the perfect loving that is parent and child relationship. But I mean, with the fireworks, everything looks shiny and the perfect, and you know the child must feel so safe and secure near parents. But that's not the norm. It's like don't expect perfection at all. And if anything, is this no norm is the right expectation. So in 2022, often we talk about, okay, post-COVID, new norm. So people really are norm-seeking animals. They try to find some sort of pattern, expectation from life. But from this phrase, Chinese phrase, it's tell you throughout your human lifespan, really there's no norm. And if anything, from Buddhist point of view, it's only going downhill. Compare with your original setting, right? Something's going to change. People leave, loved ones gone, wars, anything could happen. So don't even expect. So it's a new norm. No norm, not new norm. Just get rid of the concept of norm. Live life as is, and enjoy the present moment. So, all right, cash into the currency of thinking. Buy one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.